We're looking at 1827 Lakewood Avenue, a busier street. This is an older home compared to the first few that we've seen. 4-lane road with major traffic. I'll try and turn around again. The house behind me is old, dilapidated, uninhabited. The next home. Now if you see those two stories of the porches, those are part of this portfolio as well, occupied. We'll get into those in the next day or two. Fairly major intersection right there. Going back across the street. So, some overgrowth to the lot. Some landscaping that'll need to be done. That walkway here will need to be redone. There's no mailbox. So, cut down this overgrown grass. Some trimming back of these bushes. The roof looks to be new and actually in good condition. That roof can't be more than 5 years old. You can see the property line here. That's a new idea for covering a condensing unit. Works. You can still get the coil out of there though, which is what they're after. So, not the most effective. So looking down the side of the house, not too bad. The siding, not sure of the age. Hole there in the vent, some settlement cracks, some overgrowth. Not too big of a deal. Boarded windows. The eaves, not in too bad a shape. The windows, some peeling paint, so they just sided over this instead of dealing with the old siding. We'll have to scrape and paint all these windows. Some damage up there to the fascia. If you can make that out. A little dark maybe in the image. Here, it looks like they just injected some foam. There's some separation there from the foundation, so not really the proper fix. Siding, you get a good shot of the fascia damage and peeling. Paint up there, coming around the back. Back of the home, pretty rough. Pretty rough. That sun is glaring, but you can see that there's some missing siding off the back here. I'm going to walk around the other side instead of risking getting poison ivy. Siding damage there. Looking across to the neighbor's house. Backyard. In the back here, we've got an older home, peeling paint. Across the street there, another older home. So coming back up this way. See if we can go around the other side and maybe get in. Boy, this grass is soaking wet. Just the humidity. Nothing seems to dry out, so coming across the neighbor's yard. That home there gives you an idea of what the neighbor's home looks like. Not the most appealing. That home across the street is tarped, so broken windows, new roof, some siding issues here in this home. Another shot. That home is open there in the back where that board up occurs. So, in the basement here, a crawl space. I'm not sure how much of it we can see. So the crawl space looks to be, just have some debris in it, some missing HVAC ducts. Tough to make out in the video. So, keep moving here. So the front porch looks to be kind of in shambles. Some plywood decking. Actually, not too bad. Maybe just paint this. Not too bad. The railing, those ballast could be touched up. Ceiling of the porch looks to be good. Okay. Coming in, looks like this thing was probably broken into. Okay, so older home in the midst of a remodel. So you can see the old lath where the plaster was, all the new framing. It was put in here, the old original fireplace that has been blocked up. Backside of the old lath. So we're dealing with lead paint here. This is all plaster on these walls. So I'm sure we'll be able to find somebody to repair plaster given the typical age of a lot of homes in this area. Kind of a lost art, but there will be people. Some water damage, not sure if that's new or old, on the ceiling. The new roof, gosh, I look up there, I don't see anything on that OSB roof sheathing, so I'm going to assume that's old damage. Some nice can lights, new duct work looking back. The floor is an old hardwood floor, which I am going to say that we would be able to just refinish. Worst case carpet, a little bit of a gap there, some trash, no big deal. So coming into what I'm going to assume, let me back up, watch my step, would be a dining area, maybe a bedroom. Ugh, some cobwebs, so some building materials. Again, this home is just under remodel, nothing else to it. They've done some electrical work, which I've seen better gang boxes put in. An old pulley system here on these windows. You might be able to keep them. You'd probably, gosh, I'm looking at this window. Some peeling paint. The sill looks to be in good shape still. Some chipping paint here. Chair rail is all in good condition. Missing chair rail there. Again, we're just looking up at the framing they did for the ceiling. Flooring, same sort of scenario. Maybe, I'm not sure what was there at one point. A built-in cabinet probably. Flooring, wood. It's solid. It's been painted. It's solid but good. This is probably just a closet. And coming back through here, section of drywall, looks like a doorway they actually framed in there. Coming back through this main room. It's under construction. That's all there is to say about this. More framing, built-in cabinet, which is showing signs of the settlement of the house there. If you look at the top, that off-kilter look to it. The drywall, gang box there. These windows need to be replaced. It's just not even worth investing money to salvage them. Back across the room, floor looks good. Nothing too major. Just the original hardwood. This is where they framed in a bathroom. All PVC lines. Typical framing again on the ceiling. Bathtub, nice fiberglass new surround. Looking down a hallway there. We'll go there in a second. Another bedroom, I'm guessing. Looking up, same thing with the ceiling. Framing the ceiling in. It looks like they were doing some elevated recessed areas, the way they framed that. All plaster. Flooring's good. The windows again. Single pane, pulleys. Probably just worth replacing. Old lath and plaster. Backside of a chimney. Turned into a closet. That header sagging a little. And this looks like it was a bath at one point. Some VCT tile. Right here you can look down into the basement. That hole. So the original beadboard. This was a deck, it's exterior porch. At one point they enclosed with that beadboard. Toilet sitting here. Closet elbow looks fine. No plumbing to it, just a hole. VCT. So all this enclosed porch, you can tell they put sheetrock over top of it directly. See ahead there, some cobwebs here. Ugh. That beadboard. Okay. Old knob and tube. There's a good shot of some old knob and tube wiring that's been cut, which would be expected for a house of this age, typical. So when enclosed, you know, just looking at this house, I'm not sure that this remodel was being done with permits or even what I would consider good construction practices. The work itself is a little shoddy. Just framing in this instead of maybe scraping that paint, you know, you can get away with it. Not sure it's the correct application. The gas line to this would have been the kitchen, or is going to be the kitchen, the fridge. Boarded up back door here. I'm going to step back. Flooring, same as throughout the house. So there's the gas line. This is what the kitchen would have been. Waste, supply lines, washer dryer hookups, closet box out. I'm not even sure why they boxed this out. They did. Old lath and plaster ceiling. So coming back into this room again with the sagging thing. Let's go upstairs. Electrical all been cut. There you go. 150 amp service. Everything's been cut. You know, I'm gonna assume that any coil is gonna be cut too. It's a pretty safe bet. Some lawn chairs up here. See those? Furnace right there. Looks to be not the newest, although they ran all new ductwork up here. So, coil missing out of the furnace. These stairs are suspect. I'm not sure I even trust these things. And coming back out. I'm not sure how to get into the basement, but it's all boxed up. Not much going on.